Good morning, everybody. Hope you all are doing well today. I just really felt like doing kind of like a different video. I mean, it's still what I usually do, but it's a little different in that I'm just going to show you like a piece of my morning routine. When I do make it to my mat, this is what my mornings often look like. Sometimes I'll start with reading a little bit out of a book that I'm currently reading, whether that's like a novel or a spiritual text or something like that. I'll usually sit down with coffee and just read a little bit just to kind of wake up. And then I will get on my mat to do some breath work, which calms and centers me and kind of slows my brain down to get ready to go into asana, which is the physical postures that everyone knows. Like everyone pretty much knows that part of yoga. And then I'm kind of ready to take on my day. So before we get started with our breath work and then the yoga asana, I wanted to just read you a couple little excerpts from this book that I'm reading right now, Eat, Pray, Love. Everyone's probably already read this book or definitely seen the movie. I love it. Sometimes I've seen like a couple of not very good reviews of it, and I don't understand those reviews. I'm like, why? Because this is so funny. I'm like giggling all the time reading it and like little aha moments, and it's just really cute. It's just to give you like a gist about it. It's about this woman who goes through a divorce, and she's just really in the depths of despair and heartache and depression, anxiety, and she doesn't know what to do. So the universe just kind of sets her up for this awesome trip where she goes to Indonesia, India, and Italy to explore 3 aspects of kind of like human life or culture or spirituality. So like eat in Italy, pray in India, and love, I think, is in Indonesia, in Bali. And it's just like a cute little story of like what happens along the way of her whole journey. And just to read you like a little excerpt from that. Yoga is the effort to experience one's divinity personally and then to hold on to that experience forever. Yoga is about self-mastery and the dedicated effort to haul your attention away from your endless brooding over the past and your nonstop worrying about the future, so that you can seek, instead, a place of eternal presence from which you may regard yourself and your surroundings with poise. Only from that point of even-mindedness will the true nature of the world and yourself be revealed to you. True yogis see all this world as an equal manifestation of God's creative energy. It's all God in disguise. But the yogis believe a human life it's a very special opportunity, because only in a human life form can the human mind have a God realization. Our whole business, therefore, in this life, wrote St. Augustine, rather yogically, is to restore to health the eye of the heart, whereby God may be seen. And I just love that. I think that's it just really like resonates with me. And even though like I'm happily married and not going through a divorce, this book is just so funny and interesting. And I love that she just like goes for it, like quits her job and, leaves everything behind and just goes to pursue like what she's really interested in learning and finding in life. So yeah. So that's my little reading for today. And go ahead and make yourself like some coffee or tea or grab water or whatever, and we'll get started with our breath work. See you guys soon.
Follow the sun, and which way the wind blows when this day is done. Breathe in the air, set your intentions, dream with care. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone.
Welcome in. I just wanted to film a sort of a wake up with me video. And what we're gonna do today is we're just gonna take it slow and have a very mindful morning. If you want to grab like a cup of coffee or a cup of warm tea or even just water, we're just going to have that close to us for mindful sips and some breath work. And after that, we may do a little bit of yoga together to get started with our day, just to open up our bodies and release any energy we have stuck. And I think today let's do, now I forget what this breath work is called. You can tell I haven't really woken up yet. This breath work is called Nadi Shodhana. Yeah. And this breath work is a very balancing one for the body. So if you feel your feminine and masculine energy feels a little off balance, or if just like you feel really tired, this can help you to balance that out. If you feel like you have too much anxiety and energy, it can also bring that into balance as well. And it's just like a very calming breath as well. And so first I will go and show you a demonstration on how we do this breath, and then we'll get started and we'll practice this for about 5 minutes. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I like to sit on one of these little like meditation cushions, because without one I find like it's hard for me to sit up straight. I kind of like roll, or I'm like too arched. You don't want to be like arched or like rolled. So this one, you can even sit on a regular pillow. You just sit on there and then kind of like scoot forward, and then you're already straight. So get your meditation cushion, or if you prefer sitting down, that's fine. And we're just gonna start to settle in. Maybe before we get started, we'll take one mindful sip of whatever we're drinking, and just take into account like the look and color of it, the way it smells, maybe if it reminds you of anything in particular. And then a slow sip to savor all the notes of flavor in your drink. And when you're ready, we'll close our eyes, sitting up nice and tall. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths, and then we'll get started with the how-to of this breath work. So inhale, filling your lungs up all the way with fresh oxygen. And exhale, let everything go. Even letting your shoulders shrug. Another inhale, feeling yourself rise. Maybe lifting your face to the sun. And exhale. Last one, let's take this one a little slower and a little deeper if we can. And just feel free to shake out any last kinks in the body, whatever you need to do to get a little more comfortable. And so with this, if you're right-handed, you'll take your right hand. Left-handed, same thing, just with the other hand. I'm going to show right-handed. And you're only going to really be using your thumb and your ring finger, like on the right hand. So these two are what you're going to use. And the other hand can be in Gyan Mudra, like on the top of your thigh. And you will inhale and exhale through your nose. You're not going to inhale or exhale at all through your mouth. And the inhale, you're going to take your thumb, block off the right nostril. and you're gonna take these 2 fingers and put them here. If this is too much going on, you can leave your hands straight up. That's perfectly okay too. We're just gonna be switching like this. So if you wanna leave these here, you can. This right here is only just to bring some awareness into your 3rd eye chakra and kind of stimulate that. Okay, so block off the right nostril and inhale through the left nostril. Then we're gonna switch nostrils, holding that breath. Take this finger, switch, block off the left nostril, and exhale through the right. And before we switch again, we're gonna take one more round of inhaling on this side. So your hands stay the same, you inhale all the way at the top, and then you switch. Put the thumb on the right nostril and exhale. And then you inhale. Switch and exhale. So that's how this will go. And we'll go ahead and get started. We'll go for about 5 minutes here just to give ourselves, bring a lot of balance into our minds and our bodies for today. So you can take your mudra and take your thumb here. And we'll take a big, slow, deep inhale. Switch, placing the ring finger down, exhale. Slow inhale. Switch and exhale. Inhale. And switch. Exhale, release. Take a breath in through the nose. Sitting up tall, and switch, exhale. Inhale. You're doing great. Switch, exhale. Inhale. And switch, exhale. Long, deep breath in. Switch. Let your breath flow out through your nose. And inhale. Switch. So you can start to go at your own pace here. Just keep going. If you need any guidance, you can wait for me and follow what I'm doing. Otherwise, just go at your own flow here and listen to the music, maybe close your eyes, and just find your balance. Okay, and for your last inhale, when you get to the top of your inhale, we're gonna hold that breath for as long as we can. This is called a breath retention or a kumbhaka, and this just helps us to calm and even tap into a meditative state. So let's take our last inhale and exhale with Nadi Shodhana, and then we'll hold after that. So just to finish out, inhale through the left. Switch and exhale through the right. And all your air is out. Take a deep inhale, feeling the lungs all the way to the top. All the way as high as you can go, all the way up. Fill up the belly, everything, hold. And if you can do your Mula Bandha hold, if you know what that is, go ahead and do that. If not, don't worry. Keep holding. Tapping into the stillness. You can do this. Keep holding. And whenever you feel like you can't hold any longer, release and release Mula Bandha and breathe out. All the air out, and then we'll hold at the bottom. All the air is out, hold. And inhale when you're ready. And just resume your normal breathing. And I invite you now to just sit here in this new stillness and balance you've created for yourself. You can close your eyes and just tap into how you feel at this very moment. I personally feel much more at peace and calm. My mind feels more steady. My thoughts are no longer racing. Thank you so much for joining me today for this breath work, and we'll continue on with a little bit of some yoga after this. So namaste. You can go ahead and grab your mat, and I'll meet you back here when you're ready. Welcome now to the asana portion of this video today of Wake Up With Me. And don't worry about that Christmas tree. Don't even look at it. I'm taking it down this weekend, I promise. I can't believe I still have it up, but hey, that's life. So yeah, today's little 30-minute practice is gonna be just about having fun, just not being too serious with anything, just letting go and having fun. Like a lot of the times my asana playlists don't have words in them, and it's very like calm yoga music, but today let's just have some fun and listen to some good funky music. And yeah, I'll lead you through like a 30-minute little asana thing, and then we'll be done. So go ahead and grab your mat, grab some water, and I'll meet you on your mat when you're ready. So come to stand at the top of your mat in Tadasana. You can have your feet together or slightly hip width distance apart, whichever feels better for you today. Slowly tap into your breath. Listen to the sound of it. feel the way it moves in your body, lifting your chest with the inhale, and how your body's shoulders drop with each exhale. Bring your shoulders back and down to open your chest and to have your shoulders away from your ears. And stand up nice and tall.
Follow the sun.
We're going to follow the sun in our practice today. Tapping into joy and present moment awareness. Bring your hands to heart center. We'll put up a little intention for our practice today. You can bow your head and close your eyes if you'd like. In today's practice, I hope that you're able to tap into your own inner peace, your own inner child with joy, and just staying with breath and really being in that place of present awareness, mindfulness, whatever you want to call it, just being here now. And to do that, we'll just focus on our breath and focus on having fun. So come back into Tadasana, and I'm going to get our music ready and we'll get started. Standing in Tadasana, inhale as you lift your arms over your head, bringing your palms to touch, gazing upwards, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Plant your hands and step back into plank. Coming down 90 degrees as you exhale, flip on the tops of your toes and inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes into downward facing dog. And we'll take 3 breaths together here at your own pace. You can sway side to side if you like, just for fun, to wake up our body. You can pedal out the legs. Just playful, fun movements, whatever feels good to you. Last breath together, inhale, and exhale fully. Jump or step the feet up to meet your hands, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, sweep your arms up, big movements to the sky. And exhale, hands at heart center. And that is Sun Salute A. We'll move through one more of those. Inhale, hands up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And plant your hands, jump or step back into plank, and exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale at your up dog. And in this up dog, I invite you to just open up your shoulders a little bit, your collarbones. Open up the space between your collarbones, and that actually drives your shoulder blades together in the back, just creating more space. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to breathe. And again, just play. Doing what feels good. I'm just taking rocking movements, whatever, or just finding stillness. And inhale, step or jump your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, arms rise. Letting the breath flow out as you bring your hands to heart center. And coming into tree pose, plant your right foot firmly into your mat, having all four corners of your feet down, kind of suction cupped into your own mat. The left leg rises, and wherever your tree is in your practice, that's where you should go today. If you feel like challenging yourself, that's also beautiful as well. You just don't want to have your foot on the knee joint, either above or below. Finding your drishti, your one-pointed place of focus. And just breathe here. Feeling ourselves balancing and aligning today. And if you'd like, you can lift your arms up overhead to open up your tree even bigger. And exhale, drop your left foot to the mat. You can pedal out your legs here if you'd like. You can take a little dance. We're having fun today, just whatever feels good. Plant your left foot firmly into your mat, suction cup down. Our right foot lifts and we place that wherever our tree is in our practice today. Again, locate your drishti and tap into your breath. And know if you fall out of your tree today, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Life throws us off balance sometimes, but we always have our peace and calm in our breath to come back to. So just stay with your breath no matter what. And if you want to grow your tree, inhale, lift your arms to the sky. And exhale to come out and drop your right foot down to the mat. With the right foot forward, we're going to step out into Warrior Two. So the back foot is parallel with our mat. We're going to bend into our warrior. Feeling the energy in our hands, stretching out both towards the front and the back. Feeling the strength in our legs, holding us. Inhale, right arm lifts, left arm falls behind our knee in humble warrior. And exhale, right forearm comes to just above the knee. Lift the left arm to the sky. And breathe here. And if you want a deeper side stretch, you can turn your palm towards the front and kind of go down this way. And come to the front now. We're gonna come up onto the ball of our back foot for high lunge. Bring our arms into goalpost arms, which opens our chest, opens our heart. Inhale, bring the left arm to the outside of your front knee. We're going to come into a prayer twist here. Just to further wring out any stuck energy or stagnant emotions in the body. And inhale to rise. We're going to just swivel our way to the other side and take that same motion on the other side now. So we're going to come into Warrior Two. Back foot is parallel. Front knee does not go over the ankle, just right on top. Tap into your breath again. If you know Ujjayi breath or oceanic breath and you want to use that throughout the rest of this, or if you've already been doing that, please continue to do so. Inhale, humble warrior. Exhale, left forearm comes to the top of the left knee, and inhale the right arm up. Feeling those nice, slow, yummy stretches this morning. And come now into our high lunge, coming onto the ball of the back foot, and slowly lifting up, bringing the arms back into goalpost arms, opening the chest, driving the shoulder blades together in the back. Lift up your heart to the sky. If you feel comfortable, you can even take this moment to lift up an intention or a prayer of God or divine. Please soften my heart today. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the right elbow to the outside of the front knee. Twist here, keeping that back leg lifted. Letting the emotions go. Feeling ourselves become more open, more light. And making our way back to the center. Keep the legs wide. We'll come into a wide-legged forward fold. Find your breath. And point the toes forward, directly forward. Inhale. Arms come out by our sides. And exhale, bring the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers together behind your back. Opening the shoulders. Lift your heart to the sky once again. Maybe inviting up that prayer. Exhale as you forward fold, letting the hands drop towards the floor behind you. And stay here for a moment, having a slight bend in the knees. And inhale to come up, bend the knees, and let the hands shake out in front of us. We're going to take yogi, Spider-Man, I like to call it. I don't really know what this is called, like side lunge, or I'm not really sure. But we're going to just come down, bring the hands to the floor. We're on our right knee here, and you're just going to kind of lean into that. Have the left toe pointed towards the front or towards the sky. Using our hands for support, maybe bringing that left arm up overhead. And you can also just kind of play with the stretch here. See if you can feel the stretch just going to your edge, not past that. And whatever feels good to you here, just playing. And then we'll take that on the other side. Doing a little Spider-Man move here. Inhaling with the right arm towards the sky. And just playing in our stretch. And then come to the center. Bring both your legs in. And we're going to come into this little yogi squat here. Bring your hands in prayer position. And use your elbows to kind of open up your knees and lift your head. If you can get both your feet planted on the ground, definitely do that if that's in your practice. That is not in my practice today, so my heels are lifted. And then we're going to come up with our Lotus Mudra. Just these fingers are together, the thumbs and the pinkies. And kind of rise and step to the front of your mat. Now we're going to take another vinyasa. So inhale, lift your arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands and step back into your plank. Inhale when you get to your upward dog. And exhale in your down dog. Drop down onto your knees. And we will come into tabletop position where we'll take a few cat-cows. Inhale as you arch your back and lift your face to the sun. Exhale, round your spine. Let the air flow out. Inhale, arching the back, maybe swaying with that. Taking circles if that feels good. And exhale, drop your head, round your back. And just go at your own pace here. Taking big circles if you like. Maybe speeding up or slowing down. Okay, and push up into down dog. Inhale as you lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, sweep that through. And place your right leg on the ground for, my mind is just wild today, y'all. I'm just going with it. This is called pigeon. Yes, pigeon. Okay, so you can come up onto your fingertips and kind of lift yourself to feel the stretch more in this part of your hip. And exhale, we'll walk our hands down to wherever you are in your practice with pigeon. Just find your breath. In this pose, we really get into releasing any stuck emotions we may have in our body. It's a hip opener, and that's where a lot of us, especially ladies, like to hold our emotions that we have put off not to deal with, or that we thought we dealt with, but we still are harboring within us. If you want to drop all the way down, you can do so. For me to do that, I have to take deer pose, so I bend the back knee and just kind of lay myself on top of my front leg. And just allow yourself to let go. Starting to really slow down our practice and our breathing. And walk your hands up. Come into downward dog, and we'll take the left side now. So inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, sweep that through and place that down for pigeon. And walk your hands back, lift your face to the sky. And just breathe. When you're ready, walk your hands down. Really dropping into this moment on our mat, using our senses. You can just look around, look at the detail in your mat, or maybe your hands, or if your bracelets if you have any. Staying with our mindfulness practice today. And now we'll drop into the full expression if that's in your practice. And you can take deer by bending the back leg and just being completely on this side of the front leg and falling over. And if you have any uncomfortability, you can come up out of that. I had a little cramp come up in my right thigh area, so just listening to your body and doing whatever you need to do. And listen to the sounds of your breath. And stay here for as long as you need. And inhale to come up. Let's come into cow face pose. So I like to line this up with the corner of my mat because at the top your mat makes like this little 90-degree angle. So I make that 90-degree angle with the leg that goes on the bottom, which is going to be the right leg. And just kind of line that up with your mat. And bring the left leg on top. Stack the knees if you can. If that's too much for you, you can have this like wider position. Wherever you start to feel the stretch in the outside of your thighs, like the bottom and the sides. And if you have this full stack here, I like to put my hands on my feet and kind of lift up, kind of make that tight and come together. And then just exhaling into that. And if you'd like to incorporate the arms in this pose, you will bring your right arm back over your head, and then the left arm will go behind you, and you're gonna like interclasp your fingers like this. So I'm gonna turn around so you can see me. And if you don't have this in your practice, that's okay. You can just stay right where you're at. And just feel your heart opening. This is a very heart-opening pose. And exhale, drop the hands, and we're gonna come into cow face pose for the other side. Dropping now the left leg on the bottom, making that 90-degree angle. If you need to, you can go to this side of your mat to make that 90 degrees if you'd like. I'm gonna stay this way just so you can see me. And then right leg will come on top. And this is a perfectly great cow face pose. If you're feeling it strong right here, you can just stay right here. I actually do feel it here, where I had that little cramp come up on me earlier, so wherever you feel comfortable, I'll meet you at your edge. And if you want to incorporate the arms, we'll have the right arm come back to our back and the left arm overhead, clasping the fingers together. And a lot of the times one side will be much tighter than the other. This side is a little bit more difficult for me, and that's perfectly okay. And just letting that be with no need to judge why or anything like that. Just accepting what our body can do in this moment. Exhale to bring the arms out. And now we'll come into cobbler's pose, or butterfly, you can call it. You'll just bring the feet to touch, and you can have them as close in as you'd like. Just make sure you're not having any pain in your knees. Inhale to lift, and then placing your elbows on your thighs to kind of push out and stretch that. You can let your head hang and drop if you'd like. And tap into your inner stillness. Inhale to come back to center. And we're gonna take a little side stretch here. So straighten your left leg out and bring your right leg out, and your left leg is gonna be in. Inhale the right arm up and cross that over, looking to the back of the room. Feel free to take Gyan Mudra if you'd like with your right hand. Inhale to the front, and now we're going to just fold over the right leg and stay in this position. So you can bring your foot in to touch the inner thigh of your right leg, or if it's in your practice, you can come into this like half lotus position with the flat top of your foot laying on the top of your thigh. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold, going to your edge. Feeling that nice deep stretch in our hamstrings. Inhale, lift. And I like to take this moment, if you have the half lotus, just to kind of feel into that stretch of your top foot a little bit. So just moving around, making sure you're feeling that deep stretch there. And let's take that on the other side. So straighten your left leg and bringing the right leg in to plant the right foot on the mat. And inhale your left arm, coming into the twist, taking that Gyan Mudra if you'd like. Glancing towards the back of the room. Inhale to center. And we're going going to fold over once again, taking whatever foot position feels comfortable for you today. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lift, feeling that extra stretch in the top foot if that's where we're at right now. And exhale, bring both legs out in front of you. Come onto your hands here and lift your bottom up to the sky. We're just gonna kind of bring our legs forward. This is just a fun little stretch that feels so good to me. And let's go ahead and lay down just to roll our back out. Maybe grabbing onto the knees. And just rock side to side. Come into fish pose. Drop your legs to the ground. And you can point your toes, like point them this way, or you can flex them to the sky, whatever feels good for you. I think I'm going to point mine. And then coming onto your forearms, place your hands on the mat. Drop your head to where the top of your head is resting on your mat. This really opens your throat chakra. And breathe. This opens up your creativity, your voice. And exhale, drop the head down. You can take windshield wipers with the legs. And now I want you to come into whatever your version of inversion is that you choose. You can just lift your legs to the sky and flex the feet. You can come up to this position here. Or if shoulder stand is in your practice, or headstand, whatever you want to take, feel free to do so. And we'll just stay with our breath once we get in that position. And if you want to try headstand, you can come to like a wall, and I will go through the process to take that. You just want to space out your arms to be like shoulder width apart. Clasp your hands together, place your head in your hands, lift your bottom, step your feet up, and bend the right knee in, and then the left. And if you're here, extend the legs fully to the sky. And don't forget to breathe. Feeling the blood flow reverse, the flow of energy reverse. Pointing the feet to the sky. And exhale, slowly drop out. And now coming into a child's pose, wherever you were, if you can make your way into a child's pose now. Just taking some side stretches with the arms. And then dropping your head to the mat. really allowing ourselves to relax. Maybe rubbing our head on our mat from side to side. And when you're ready, I want you to make your way into Savasana. If you have like a little eye pillow, you can grab that as well. And just lay down on your back. Whatever way feels comfortable to you. Let your legs fall open on the side. You can place your eye pillow over your eyes if you have one. And have your palms facing up towards the sky. And allow yourself to totally relax here. Allow your mind to fall silent. Start to slow your breathing and deepen your breaths. Relax your eyes and your eyebrows. Let your jaw fall open. Release the muscles in your ears and your neck. And allowing that relaxation to flow from your head down through your shoulders and your hands and your arms, down into your stomach and your hips, all the way through your legs to the tips of your toes. And just let go. And whenever you're ready, just start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, bringing your awareness back into energy back into this present moment. Maybe slowly fluttering open your eyes now. And if you'd like to meet me, you can come up to your mat in lotus or easy pose, whatever's comfortable for you. Just taking a moment to tap into how we feel. I personally feel very zen at the moment. I feel a huge shift in my energy from this morning when I started this practice to now. So, do I do this every day? No. Do I wish I did? Yes. So, sometimes I make it on my mat and some days I don't. I just try, not to judge myself either way, and I'm just grateful for the days when I do make it to my mat. It always starts out my day in a much more calm, clear, just state of mind. So usually when I wake up, I'm like already going with my to-do list and my brain's going a million miles an hour. And when I have my practice and I go through that, I'm just much more ready and available with my energy to take on the whole day ahead of me. So thank you all so much for joining me in this Wake Up With Me yoga video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that it was able to bring you some peace of mind or serenity or just something new to do with your mornings. And I invite you to do this every day if you'd like. Thank you so much. Namaste.